Okay, hi everybody, it's Bonkai912 again. Captain Earth. This was actually, I was actually very surprised by this episode. This was called True Self, episode 15. Surprised on several occasions. Because this obviously was about Hana. But the other thing that happened, I was like, whoa. That came out of nowhere. Well, not nowhere, but it was something that I thought to myself, holy shit. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. And in this episode, I don't think I've ever seen this in anime, at least not to my knowledge. A total of 6 people kissed each other at the same time. A boy and a girl, a man and a woman. Two boys kissed 2 different girls, and 1 guy kissed a girl at the same time. So, this was a pretty interesting episode, to say the least. Now, True Self. Pretty much this is just, you know, they lost Hana. Hana ran away. And Daichi, obviously, he's upset because they're asking him, like, why didn't you stop her? You know, and so on and so forth. She said no, because she didn't want him to know her true self. Now, she ran away and she bumps into Setsu. Now, at some point I wondered what was going to go down here with Setsuna. Now, what the fuck? Stupid fucking thing. Anyway, sorry for that skip. I wondered what was going to happen with her, but apparently we find out in this episode because Hana bumps into Setsuna. They have a little talk about, you know, relationships and everything, and you know, Setsun is basically saying you end up hurting one another, and you know, Hana says, no, I trust Daichi, and she says, oh, that's his name, and then that's when Hana realizes that she's being followed. It's Jesse and James, Monorock, and James and his stupid blue hair. I hate those two. Those two I despise of the good film, of the Kill Gangs. I hate them. They're the most ranchid villains in this series. Like, seriously. In fact, what Hana did in this episode towards the end, I'm glad she did that. If I was her, I'd shoot the cockpit open and blast a hole in the woman's chest. I give no fucks. But they're getting chased. And while this is happening, another thing's developing with that guy who is supposedly, you know, doing operations with the Goodfellow machines and the Kill Gangs. And he's in that room. This tripped me out. I was like, yo, what the fuck is this shit? He's that guy, and he has that. Remember that room with the computer with the eye and shit? Well, he was basically saying how, you know, he has a lot of stress and so on and so forth. And what is happening is he knows that the computer went behind his back to help Romrock and Jesse and James, you were saying, to help them. And with the whole falling of the ship and everything. And he has in his hand a detonator for the computer. The emergency shut-off. And he was going to press it. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he like tells them, he's talking to him, and the machine decides to throw some gas in the room. And I was like... It didn't occur to me what was going on. And I think the computer's name... What was the computer's name? Puck. I think that's what the computer's name was. Puck. So Puck pretty much knocks out the guy. And he puts him in this machine in his head. I had no idea what this was. Well, I found out what it was. Puck is now that guy. He essentially put his brain into that guy's head. And I'm like, it just blew my mind because I'm like, how is that even possible? Like, he just took over his conscience. And it's now him. Puck. I was bugging out. But basically, that happened there. And then the whole thing with the kissing scene, what happens is Setsuna and Hana run away. Pitz gets hurt. He bit that James motherfucker. His ear. I was like, yeah, fuck you. I hate them. I hate them. They deserve to be shot. Put them in firing squad. So they run away. They hide, and they get contacted by... Daichi gets them contacted. And, what was it? She says, listen to your captain. And essentially what happens is, you know, they're in this large area, like a food court kind of thing. And Ronbach, James, is after them, obviously. So Hana decides to belt for it, run away, and, you know, he'll follow her. Unfortunately, that's not what happens. She runs away. She ends up meeting Daichi. And then, at the same time, we got the guy who's now Puck, who's, you know, meeting that secretary lady. And at the same time, James is kissing Setsuna. Puck is kissing the secretary. And Daichi is kissing Hana on the lips. And this all happened at the same time. So Setsuna gets turned into the, you know, the good fellow. Nothing really happens with Puck and that secretary lady. And, you know, Daichi obviously realizes Hana's feelings and that whole thing. Oh, by the way, to kill me with a shotgun, I like Hana. I like Hana. I still like Hana. In this episode, I found she was very good. Just saying. Just saying. By the way, that happens. That whole happens. And then they decide, because, you know, Setsuna is now part of them now. And she knows about Hana. And what ends up happening is Ron Rock, motherfucker, and his bitch head over there to fight them. And Daichi ends up fighting him with Teppei. It's a huge fight, huge massive brawl with their with everything, with their robots and everything. And what ends up happening is they capture Hana. I'm like, I hate these two. I hate them. Jesse and James get on a fucking rocket and go blast on the side of the fucking moon. Please. And then she's like, I'll trust you, princess. And, you know, Hana's like really getting into like this zone when they're getting blasted, Daichi and Teppei. And she calls forth her livlaster. And I was like, that was awesome. Because she called it. And she just shot that bitch's arm off. But here's the thing that really impressed me with this, when this happened. When she got her livlaster gun. Her beam. It's not like when she shoots it, like Daichi and Teppei. Because Daichi and Teppei, they shoot their guns, it's just a straight line. No. Hers actually follows the target. So I was following her. I'm like, yeah, fuck that bitch. You go, Hana. And she says, you know, about her friends, stop hurting my friends. And this is one is for Pitz. Oh, that was funny. She said it was for the squirrel. I was like, he shoots him. And then they obviously retreat. And then we just see, you know, Daichi coming out of the robot. And, you know, she's kind of sad, Hana, about it, but at the same time, you know, she understands. Now, the problem with this situation, though, and this is great, you know, they got Hana now, she has a gun, so all three of them have guns, is Setsuna is part of them now. And I'm sorry, but how the fuck are they going to beat them? I still love this episode. Give it a 5 out of 5 because there was just so many interesting plot twists going on. But how the fuck are they going to beat them? Okay, you've got... Okay, by my count, there's at least 6 of them. Because you got Baku, Bear. You have the one who's really fast. You have that blonde bimbo one. So those are 3 extras. Not including Mr. Zin, and the other 2. And that's not even including Setsuna. So that's 7 against 3. So how... I don't now... But now that I think about it, it doesn't go that way. And I'm gonna point this towards hockey because he was really talking more about this when during the show started and everything for Captain Earth. They're outnumbered, but I don't think they can throw that many kill gangs at the same time. Because from my knowledge from watching the show, I think there's only 2. There's only 2 pits, cockpits they can go into and bring out their form. The kill gang form. So, I think that's why it's not as bad as it seems. But it's still pretty bad. It's 7 against 3, man. That's fucking crazy. And it seems like that with this now it seems like next week we're gonna get Hana fighting, and she's gonna be in the cockpit and shit, and she's got this flare one, this red Earth engine. I was like, yo, that looks awesome. It's like fire and shit. I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. We got Daichi, Teppei, and Hana. So it should be interesting down the road how they pull this off, how they fight against them and defeat them. The one that's going to fight Hana, I believe, is the blonde girl. It's not the one who was the motorcyclist. Was that other one, I think? Yeah. And to be honest with you, there's only one of the kill gangs that I respect, and that's Bear. He's the only one out of all of them where I can say, yeah, that guy's alright. Because the rest of them are sociopaths. They're either sociopaths, or they're psychopaths, or psychopaths. Or they just need to go to the fucking crazy center. You know, they're just fucking nuts. They're fucking crazy. Get the fuck out of here. You know? But this was a good episode. I enjoyed it. 5 out of 5. I mean, I like Hana. I thought Hana was boss in this episode. That is just my opinion. How would you guys think? Yeah, whatever. By the way, I'm Bonkai922. I will see you guys later. Nothing really left. It's just, I gotta do Taizai. Oh shit, Taizai. Look forward to that. I'll see you guys later. Peace.